Chris Phillips here, Santa Cruz Mushrooms. I've got my king trumpets nicely colonized. These are just about ready to go into the fruiting chamber. So these are the first ones of the year, 2024. Right now it's the 6th of November. And as you can see, these were inoculated on the 26th of last month. So and it's about 10 days ago. So they colonize quite quickly. They don't fruit quite as quickly as some of the other oyster strains, and they're a little bit more finicky. They definitely want the weather to be cold before they actually start to fruit. So we're getting there. Right now, it's right in the 60s or so. Santa Cruz weather, November, 60s. You get used to it. It's going to want to get colder for these to really do well, although they can fruit at room temperature. But the colder it gets, the better. So what starts to happen with these is once they're fully colonized like this, you'll start to see the mycelium will start to grow up the side of the bag. It's pretty interesting. It'll really take off up the bag. And then sometimes the pins will form on that mycelium that's actually very thin layer that's grown up on the inside of the bag. And then it starts to pin like that. It's pretty interesting. I've got a refrigerator set at about 38 degrees or so. I'm gonna stick a couple of these in there for a day or two and see if I can force them to start fruiting, just kind of as an experiment. Otherwise, we'll just have to wait around, but I don't think it'll be much more than another week before these things start pinning and fruiting. And another week after that, we'll have some fully formed mushrooms that will be ready for the markets. People are usually pretty excited when these start to come out. They're really awesome mushrooms. I can't really grow them all year round, not without controlling the temperature as well as the other climate conditions in the fruiting room. And at this time, it just doesn't seem worth it to me to spend the extra energy that it would take to keep the temperature regulated. It's really easier just to rotate the types of mushrooms that I have based on the temperature. And in my opinion, it's a little bit more fun to do that. Keeps it from getting too monotonous and brings a little bit more variety than I could actually do normally with the size of space that I have now. So that's the news right now. I've got a couple of shiitake blocks right here that are pretty close to being ready to fruit. If you look, you can see that there are mushrooms actually starting to pin in there, a few of them. Really, I usually would let these go for another week or so until about 2 months of incubation before these start to fruit. But they look like they're ready. I might pull them out of the bags early and let them start going. But I'm down to my last few batches of these shiitakes before I'm going to give them a break for a while. So anyway, I've got a lion's mane right here. It's about ready to go into the fruiting chamber. So lots of stuff happening. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Love to talk about mushrooms. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon.